Greetings. I want to welcome you to an exciting start for the 2015-16 school year. As we move forward, Moore County Schools is establishing a culture of trust and collaboration. It is our intent to provide professional development that will provide you with the tools you need to support your children and enhance your growth as an educational professional. Today's professional development will be short, but I believe powerful in introducing a topic that will be a focus throughout the year: grading and grading best practices. We're excited to have Dr. Ed Pruitt and Dr. Lisa Martin to join us in this charge. Today, we will provide information on changes to our grading policy and start a year-long dialogue about establishing common beliefs and practices around grading. 2 years ago, the Grading Task Force was established to review current grading and graduation-related policies. Serving on the Grading Task Force were teachers, counselors, administrators from elementary, middle, and high schools, and central office staff. We focused on three main areas: grading procedures, graduation requirements, and honor graduates recognition. The Grading Task Force found that the district-wide grading practices were identified as a need for improvement in 5 areas. 1, the need to demonstrate our belief that all students benefit from effective feedback. That quality assessment practices are developed to support the mastery of learning targets. The need to better align grading and reporting practices with state curriculum, district instructional initiatives, and assessment philosophies. The need for consistent grading practices within and among grade levels in schools. And the last, the need to improve student performance and success. Following the task force review of the Moore County Schools' current policies and procedures and its assessment of feedback from teachers, school administrators, and school improvement teams, the Grading Task Force created a grading procedure draft. The new grading procedure protocols will allow Moore County Schools to achieve the following 5 objectives: to increase student learning through clear communication practices, to provide students and parents with effective feedback about student learning, to plan and adjust instruction according to student progress, to contribute in administrative decisions for promotion, and to empower and motivate student growth. We realize that grades and grading practices can be personal and a passionate subject. We believe that our continued work must include conversations and professional development involving all educators, parents, and even students. As we move forward to establish Moore County Schools' grading procedure, our school system, we look forward to a collaborative process that begins with our educators. Last year, North Carolina Department of Instruction changed the grading scale for the state for the 2015-16 school year. With this change in state policy, we have decided to move forward in making minor changes to our policy based on feedback from the Grading Task Force. This does not reflect the full grading procedures that we will provide professional development on throughout the school year. Dr. Mike Metcalf will share the changes to our policy, and we will also provide a couple of video clips to get you thinking about grading. Today, you will also receive information about setting up your grade books. We've also asked principals to give you time to work on setting up your grade books today. Hope this is very informational for you.
One of the goals of the grading task force was to develop grading scales, final grades, and a grade point average process that is consistent across all of the district's schools and also provides assessment flexibility for our teachers and the diverse subjects in which they teach. For grades K through 12, the grading scale will remain the same. We will continue to use the standards-based approach. At the kindergarten through second grade levels, the scale score will be Level 4, Exemplary, Level 3, Proficient, Level 2, Approaching Proficiency, and Level 1, Non-Proficient. This year, the North Carolina State Board of Education changed the grading scale at the high school level. Moore County Schools made the decision to implement this new 10-point grading scale throughout the district from grades 3 through grade 12. For grades 3 through 12, the grading scale will be a standard numeric scale with a corresponding letter grade. A equals 90 to 100, B 80 to 89, C 70 to 79, D 60 to 69, and F 0 to 59. After much discussion, the task force came to agreement that a student will receive a grade of no less than a 50 for each marking period. Students may receive a grade as low as a 0 on any given assignment. At grades K through 12, final grades will be calculated using the following formula. Students are evaluated on a standards-based grading scale. The student performance levels of 1 through 4 indicate whether the students have met the expectations set forth by the state in the standard course of study. At grades 3 through 8, final grades will be calculated using the following formula. For a semester course, a student's final grade will be the average of the grades of the 2 9-week marking periods. For a year-long course, a student's final grade will be the average of the grades for the 4 9-week marking periods. At grades 9 through 12, final grades will be calculated using the following formulas. For a single semester course, a student's final grade will be determined based on the final exam, 25% of the final grade, and the grade for each 6-week marking period, each marking period representing 25% of the final grade. For a year-long course, a student's final grade will be determined based on the final exam, 25% of the final grade, and the grade for each 6-week marking period, each marking period representing 12.5% of the final grade. The new regulations also address the computation of grade point average. Students in grades 9 through 12 receive both an unweighted GPA that reflects no additional weighting for advanced courses and a weighted GPA that reflects additional quality points for advanced coursework. Standard courses provide credit toward a high school diploma. Courses that do not fall into one of the other categories are considered standard courses. Standard courses are assigned quality points for the GPA calculation based on the standard 4.0 scale and do not receive additional weighted quality points. Honors courses are more challenging than standard level courses and are distinguished by a difference in the depth and scope of work required to address the North Carolina Standard Course of Study. These courses are implemented consistent with the North Carolina Honors Course Implementation Guide. In addition to courses designated as honors, the following courses are also assigned honors level weighting. Pre-calculus, non-AP IB calculus, mathematics courses beyond the level of calculus, world language courses beyond the second year level, and arts education courses meeting the standards for proficient and advanced, dance, music, theater arts, and visual arts. As we implement an enhanced GPA weight system, it is only fair that we apply the new formula to the freshman class as it is rolled out. For the freshman class of the 2015-16 school year and subsequent freshman classes, the weighting for honors and honors level courses will be 1/2.5 of a quality point. For the sophomore, junior, and senior classes in the 2015-16 school year through graduation, there will be no change. The weighting for honors and honors level classes will continue to be 1 quality point. AP and IB courses are considered college level as determined by the College Board and the International Baccalaureate Program, and are designed to enable students to earn high scores on the AP or IB test, potentially leading to college credit. For the freshman class of the 2015-16 school year and subsequent freshman classes, the weighting for AP IB courses will be 1 quality point. For the sophomore, junior, and senior classes in the 2015-16 school year through graduation, the weighting for AP IB courses will be 2 quality points. Dual enrollment courses are college courses which may be delivered by a community college, public university, or private college or university. For courses approved in the Comprehensive Articulation Agreement transfer list or taught at four-year universities and colleges, the weighting for such courses will be 1 quality point. This chart highlights the weighting scale for each course type for all 2015-16 freshmen. This weighted system will remain in effect throughout their high school career. This chart highlights the weighted scale for each course type for all sophomore, junior, and senior classes. This weighted system will remain in effect throughout their high school career. Properly setting up your gradebook is critical. Gradebooks are set up by each individual teacher who is giving grades. Each teacher is responsible for the proper and consistent setup of their gradebooks. School administrators are required to review each teacher's gradebook at least once per semester to confirm that the gradebook is set up correctly. Directions for final grade and semester gradebook setups are available on the Moore County Schools website under both the Power School Student Information Systems website and under the Employee Portal Teacher Resources tab. Separate directions are provided for traditional elementary schools, track elementary schools, that's Southern Pines Primary, Southern Pines Elementary, Pinehurst Elementary, and West Pine Elementary. This includes all teachers at these schools, both year-round teachers and traditional teachers, and middle school gradebook setup. Because of the multiple types of classes taught at the high school levels, there are many sets of directions to be provided. High school gradebook setup, semester-long classes. High school gradebook setup, year-long classes with a 25% exam. And high school grade setup, year-long classes with a midterm exam and final exam. Thank you for your continued support as we work to implement grading scales, final grades, and grade point averages that are uniform and consistent throughout all of our district schools.
And so I believe that the essential question that we have to ask about grades and grading is this: how confident are you that the grades that students get in your schools, in your school districts, meet these 4 conditions? Because I believe that these are the conditions of quality for grades. For grades to be effective, they need to be consistent, accurate, meaningful, and supportive of learning. First of all, they need to be consistent. It shouldn't be a matter of chance whether a student is in teacher X or teacher Y's class. If they're achieving at the same level, they should get the same grade. And unfortunately, that often has not been the case, because teachers have had very different ideas about what ingredients should go into grades, and they've had very different ideas about performance standards. And as a result, students who have been achieving at the same level have frequently got the same grades. And in any system, but especially in a standards-based system, I think we have to see that as being unacceptable. Secondly, grades need to be accurate. Very important decisions are made about and by students on the basis of grades. For those to be good decisions, they need to be based on accurate information. And of course, grades basically result from combining a whole lot of information, most commonly into a single symbol. Anytime we scrunch information in that way, there's a real danger that we lose accuracy. So we need to think about what contributes to accuracy. And so that's a second really important condition. Third, and somewhat similar but a little bit different, is are they meaningful? As much as is possible for a summary symbol, does it give information about students' achievement of learning goals? And fourth, and I believe most importantly, are they supportive of learning? Is what we are doing in the assessment and learning process making it obvious to everybody involved, students, parents, teachers, that the focus of what we're doing is on learning? That school, put a little tritely, is a learning game, not a grading game. And I think we will know when we have got somewhere with this when we find we have students and parents coming to us and saying, not what can I do to improve my grade, but what can I do to improve my learning? And ultimately that's, I think, where we want to get to, and hopefully we'll get there fairly soon in a very general way.
I hope this time has been beneficial for you. As we continue this journey and discussion about grading, think about your beliefs about the following questions. What is the purpose of grading? What is your belief about attendance, extra credit, bonus points, participation, or attitude being considered in grading practices? And what's your rationale? Grades should provide what information and to whom? How do grading policies and practice support student motivation to learn? How do grading policies and practice discourage students' motivation to learn? How does grading practices and policies ensure fairness? These are some things we want you to think about throughout the year. Again, thank you for all that you do for Moore County Schools and your students, and have a wonderful year.